Alrighty, so today we are going to be reading about transportation. What is the title? The title is Transportation. All right, what do you see on the cover? What goes up in the sky? And what is a big car that holds a lot of things? What looks like a bicycle but goes faster? What should we ride on water? And what is this that looks like a balloon? There we go. All right, let's go on to the next page and read. So here we go. What should I ride? What should I ride? What is your favorite ride? Who do you see? What do you see? Hmm. Of these things, what should I ride on top of water? If I want to go to another country, that's not possible by my red car, as we see here, what else should I ride? What do you ride at the playground? I should ride a bike. Ring, ring, ring. So, what makes that ring, ring, ring sound? What is the girl riding? Can you ride this? Where is the girl? Where is she riding this? I should ride a car. Vroom, vroom, vroom. What color is the car? What sound does the car make? Who drives the car in your family? Where can we go in our car? I should ride a boat. Toot, toot, toot. Where do we ride a boat? What should we wear when we're on the boat? It's very important because you could fall into the water. So we need this. Do you know what it is? I should ride a train. Choo, choo, choo. So, what is this vehicle? What sound does it make? Have you ridden a train before? The person that's in charge that manages the train, who is it called? Do you know who it's called? That's your hint. Where can we go riding the train? What is the famous train in Korea called? It's known to be super duper fast. I should ride a plane. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And where does the plane fly? The plane flies high up in the... That's right. Have you ridden a plane before? Where can we go riding a plane? So here is your transportation map. What you're going to do is go on to the last page. You're going to cut all of these out, our different forms of transportations, and you are going to glue it and decorate it on the map. Let's go ahead and go on to the workbook. Let's look at our transportation words. Let's look at the first image. When we look at the first image, what do you think it is? We would ride this on top of water. What would this be? It starts with a B, so it's going to be bike? No. What is it going to be? That's right. It's going to be boat. Boat. Very nice. The next one is choo-choo. What is that called? We would ride this on train tracks, so it must be the train. Very good. It is the train. The next image. You probably have one. Your brother or sister probably have one. Your friends have one. You would ride this around, probably at the park or in the playground or at the playground. What is this called? Sometimes we have training wheels with them, right? It could be a bicycle, but for short, we're going to call it a bike. So connect it to bike here. The next one, this flies up high up in the sky. What is this one called, everybody? That's right. It is a plane, an airplane. For short, we are going to call it a plane. Good job. So next one, when we look at this image, we see a girl. She's doing something on a skateboard. What do you think she's doing on a skateboard? Do you throw a skateboard? She's on top of a skateboard, but what is she doing on top of a skateboard? She is riding the skateboard, right? She's riding. It's a form of transportation. So the answer is going to be ride, ride. That r starts with an R, so we are going to connect it to up onto this word. The next one, our families probably, I hope, have it because we need it to get around places, right? So what is this vehicle called? In your family, probably your dad drives it or your mom drives it. If you have a very older brother or sister, they drive it as well. Maybe not. I know even a lot of my friends in Korea, they don't know how to drive this yet. Do you know what this is? We drive this. Car. It is a car. It is a red car. Very good. Let's go on to the next page. All right, so we are going to look for that missing letters. The first one, do you remember what the word was? It is ride, ride. Now, within our alphabets, this letter makes the sound, like elephant, egg. But in our word ride, it does not make the sound. That's because it is the magic E. It helps sound out our long vowel. So in here, our vowel is going to be the letter I, right? A-E-I-O-U, the letter I. It is the letter I, and that E is going to make that I sound, that long vowel sound. So we're going to need our letter E. So let's spell it out. Ride, R-I-D-E. Very good. I'm going to rewrite that E more neatly. Good job. And let's X out our E. You can also cut it out and glue it on, or you can write it along with me. The next one is bike. Bike, right? You have a bike. I have a bike. Actually, my bike in America got lost, so maybe I need a new bike. But I have a bike in Korea, so hopefully I can ride that around during the warm weather. Right now it's very hot, right? So bike. Now it's the same thing. Normally this letter makes the E sound, E, 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 right? It's the E, like igloo, iguana. But we have the magic E once again, so we're gonna have that long ah sound. But what does that sound like? What does that vowel sound like? Ah, it sounds like that letter. What does it sound like? Ah, what is it? I, right? Bike, bike. It's like ride, but this one is bike. So, can you spell it? Here we go. B, that's right. I-K-E. Very nice. The next one we're going to drive this around. What is it? One more time. It is car. Very good. It is car. Can you spell it out? Or can you sound it out? Sorry. Car, car. All right, let's spell it. So we're going to have C, A, 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 A. Oop, that is one ugly A. Let's make one prettier A. A little better, right? And the r sound is going to be like red. It's going to be R. Very good. Car. C-A-R. Very nice. Let's get rid of our I and our A-R. The next one we have is boat. Yes, it's something that we ride on top of water. We ride this in water. Boat, boat. Now this one's pretty tricky, but you can do it. So here we go. Boat, boat. So I'm going to spell it out. I'm going to sound it out for you one by one. So we have b, ah, ah, ah. Now, what letter is the ah sound? Like octopus and orange. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, it's the O, right? So within our choices, we only have one O one. So the answer is going to be O A. Can you spell it out for me? B-O-A-T. That is boat. Now wait a minute. That O does not sound like ah, right? It's O because the O-A makes the O sound. Ah, we learned something new. Boat. Spell it one more time. B-O-A-T. That is boat. The next one we have, it makes the choo-choo sound, and the conductor manages our train. Very good. It is train. That TR makes the tr sound. What do you think makes the A sound? A. It's pretty easy. We only have two more choices left. After we cross out our OA, we have our two more, only two choices. What do you think it's going to be? Train. Can you spell it? Train. Very good. Train is going to be Train. And our last one that flies high up in the air, it's going to be airplane. Very good. Airplane. Now let's listen into that word plane. Plane. So what letter makes the p sound? The letter P, and the like lemon, it's going to be L. Let's spell that all together. That's going to be Plane. Very good. Good job. Let's go on to the next page. So here is our transportation word search. I want you to try this by yourself. I know you can do it, but I will start you off by helping with one of them. And the one that I'm going to help you out is the first one, which is our word ride. Can you say ride? Ride. Now, what does ride start with? The ride. Ride starts with the letter R. So look for your R's within this maze, within this word search. And then we're going to try to find the letter after that. So I see some few R's. After you looked at some few R's, we're going to have to look for an I that's near it. Oh, I found two. Have you found it? So after that I, we're going to need that D and that E. And I found just one right here, R-I-D-E, ride. After you found it, after you find it, cross it out and go ahead and find the word bike, car, boat, train, and plane. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's go on to the next page when you are done. So you know what to do with the picture puzzle, right? We're going to go to the next page. You can choose one, cut it out, or you can cut both of them out. And then you are going to glue it onto here. And you're going to complete the picture puzzle. And together we're going to trace the title. So one more time, what is the title, everybody? The title is transportation. Very good. It is transportation. So let's spell it out together. Let me zoom in and make it all close up so you can see it. And let's write it together. Transportation start with the letter T. It starts with the letter T. So T. Whoops, I got my highlighter out. Gotta get my pen out. Here we go. T. Try to trace the lines. Don't be like Wani teacher. T. R. And say the letters as you write it out, okay? T. R. A. N. S. P. O. R. T. A. T. I. O. N. Transportation. Transportation. Can you say it one more time? Transportation. Very nice. Let's go on to the next page. So where can you find it? Where refers to location, to the place, right? So let's look at our first type of our first form of transportation. What is the first one? It makes the choo-choo sound. A famous one in Korea is called KTX, right? It is the train. Good job, everybody. It is the train. And where can we find our train? Do you know where we can find our train? It's going to be on this thing that we call tracks. But overall, we will call it train tracks or the railroad. Yes. So which picture shows us the train tracks or railroad? It looks like a long line with small lines on top as well. A bigger hint is there are some mountains in the background. Did you find it? I'm sure you have. Let me help you out there. The train goes right here. Whoops, the screen. Where did the screen go? My face is up close. The next one. This form of transportation is high up in the sky with the clouds and the sun. So where would we connect this one to? Did you find it? Do you need help? Is it this one? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Which one? It is this one. It's going to be the sky, the beautiful sky. Alrighty, next one. This is probably going to be up on top of the water because this is a boat. This is a boat or big ship, right? So where would we put this one? This one is going to be on top of water. So where would we connect this? We would connect this one to over here. Very nice. Very good. The next one we have, your family probably has this. I probably have it. I not probably. I do have it. Your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunts, maybe your grandpa has it, maybe your grandma has it. What is it? We drive it around to go places, right? This is a car, and the car goes on top of the road. They drive along the streets. So we would put this right up top where we can see the road with the yellow lines, right? Finally, do you know what this form of transportation is called? This one's a little bit tricky. We haven't learned it in our story. You may have seen it in some of your books that you have read. Do you know what this is? It starts with an S. You can tell me the short word or the long word. The word for this is going to be called submarine. Can you say submarine? Submarine. And for short, we call it a sub. But I will be calling it a submarine. So a submarine, we submerge it. It goes all the way down underwater. It's going to be underwater in the deep ocean. So where would we connect this one to? Would we connect it to the picture where it goes on top of the water? No, it goes deep in the ocean underwater. Very nice. Let's go on to the next page. So let's look at each group and look at the picture where it does not belong. So which one does not belong? Let's look at our first box. Let's zoom in. What? Got my line out. That's not good. Let's zoom in. Zoom in a little bit more. Let's work with our first two boxes. And then let me get my pen out. I'm going to change it to the color red because if it's wrong, it's wrong. All right. So this first box, what is the common similarity? So let's look at our forms of transportation. So the first one, what do you think it is? It is airplane. I said so airplane. It is an airplane. It is a plane. So where does it fly? Where does it go? It goes up in the sky. Very good. It goes up in the sky. What about the next one? Do you know what this one is called? It starts with an H. You might have seen this when you're on the highway. Sometimes the news uses this to track the traffic that you probably do not worry about because you are younger. This is called a helicopter. We have two helicopters or a chopper. We also call this a chopper, but for today we're going to call it a helicopter. The orange one, we definitely call it a helicopter. The green one, we would probably call that a chopper. And the last one is also a small airplane. It's not a jet. A jet is much faster. This one is an airplane. So, which one does not belong? I did not call it out. What will it be? It's going to be the bus. Because can a bus fly up in the air? Probably not. I don't think so. If it does, please take a picture and show me because I'd like to see that. So let's exit out because for now, it does not belong to the group of the it does not belong to this group of forms of transportation. Wow, that is very long. The next one, what is the similarity? What do you see, everybody? I see a sailboat. What do you see? I see a ship. I see a boat. And do you remember what this is called? We just talked about it. What is this called? This is called a submarine. A submarine. Yes, this is a submarine. So the boat, the ship, the sailboat, the submarine, where does it go? Where does it all belong? It belongs in and on the water. But there's one form of transportation here that does not belong in or on water. What is that going to be called? It is the train. Yes, the train does not go in water. I hope you never see a train in water. That would be terrible. That would be a very, very bad accident. So let's go ahead and X out our train. All right, let's go on to our next two boxes. So here we see we have two different forms of transportation, right? So here we go. So the third box, we see a motorcycle. Can you say motorcycle? Motorcycle. All right. So in another one, we see a car, a yellow taxi, to be specific. And the next one, we know this one. You probably have one. You ride this in the park. If you don't, your brother or sister probably does, or they probably do. Two wheels, so it's going to be a bicycle. Now on the bottom, it's also a green car, right? So these would not be up in the air like the helicopter. They're going to be on the ground on the road. So we're going to X out helicopter. All right, and the next one is going to be, let's see. Oh, right here. Whoops, sorry. I don't know what I was looking at. Whoops. All right, so what do you see? I see a big truck, a tram, a boat or a ship, a train, and a yellow school bus, right? So it's the same thing. You got this. One of them cannot be on the ground, cannot be on tracks or the road. So which one is it going to be? The big hint is going to be wheels. Ah, but we have two where we cannot see the wheels now. For the tram or the train, the wheels are hidden under. So this one is okay. This one has wheels too, and this one has small wheels as well. And the yellow school bus definitely has wheels. So the answer is going to be the ship. The ship does not have wheels. So let's X that out. Very nice. Let's go on to the next page. Let's sort our forms of transportation. Sorry, my second screen fell. Oh no, here we go. So we're going to sort our forms of transportations. Before we do that, we're going to have to look at our three locations. So what is the first location and place? It is up, up, up. That's the big hint. It's up. It's not on the ground. It's not bloop, bloop in water. Where is it? What is it? What is the place with the sun and the clouds called? The sky. Yes, correct. What's the second location and place? The ground, the road. Excuse me. All right. And the next one is going to be the water. Yes, it's the wide, vast ocean water. All righty. So let's try and work this out. So the first one we have is Helicopter. Good job. It's going to be helicopter. So where do we put the helicopter? Are we going to put the helicopter in the water? I hope you said no. We're going to put it in the sky. So it's going to go here. The next one, what is this vehicle called? It is a car. Where do we drive a car? In the sky? In the water? No, but on the road, on the ground. The next one. This is a truck. Now, yes, I told you the answer. It is a truck. But what kind of truck is it? It takes away our trash. But it is not called the trash truck. It is called the, do you know? Did you say it? It's called the garbage truck. Yeah, so the garbage truck. Where does the not garbage, whoops. Where does the garbage truck go? Did you say in the water? I hope you didn't. It's going to be on the ground. Yes, on the ground, on the road. The next one we have is a boat, a sailboat to be exact. Is it? Maybe not. Maybe it's not a sailboat. It's just a boat. We'll call it a boat. Where does the boat go? Well, I don't think it goes up in the sky. Could be on the road. No, it's going to be on the water. Very nice. Very good. All right. So we sort our first row out. You can connect it with the lines along with me, or you can cut it out and glue it within the box. So I'm going to erase the first row lines, and we're going to start our second row. We're going to mumbling on my words. I'm jumbling and mumbling up on my words. We're going to start on our second row. So the next one. What is this one called? What is this one? You know it. Plane. It is the airplane. Where does the airplane go? The big hint is air. The air. It's all up around us. Got to be all up around us where the clouds and the sun is. So it's going to be up in the sky. Airplane. Now this one is a sailboat. It's in the word boat. Sailboat. And we all know the boat goes on the water. It floats up in the floats up on the water. The next one, this one's easy. This one is called a bicycle. The bicycle, it has wheels, so it's probably going to be on the ground, right? So go ahead and put on that the middle second box. Finally, we have big old ship. Where is the ship going to go? So you see in the picture, it doesn't have a wheel. It doesn't have a wheel. It doesn't have any wheels. Does it have wings? No, it doesn't have wings. So it's probably going to go on the water. It's going to go on the water. It's definitely going to go on the water. All right. And the next one is going to be the choo-choo train. The train goes on the water. No. The sky. No. On the road, on the tracks to be exact. The next one is also going to be an airplane. And the airplane goes up in the sky. Another one we see here, it's another form of plane with some sort of balloon contraption, right? But if it's the balloon, it's probably going to go up in the air. And if it's the air, we all know that it is up in the sky. It is up in the air, in the sky. And finally, we have our yellow. You know this word? You learned it twice or thrice. No, not thrice. 3 times. Triple the amount of 1. So, what is it called? It starts with the letter S. It is going to be called the submarine. Yes, the submarine. Where does the submarine go? It goes under water. Very good. Good job. So we're going to put it on the third box. Now, yes, the third box, we would use it for on top of the water. But anyway, we need water. So it's going to go on the third box. Good job. Let's go on to the next page. Hidden pictures. Let's go ahead and look for our hidden pictures. So the first one we're going to be looking for is a yellow book. Where is the yellow book, everybody? Right here. So go ahead and circle it. The next one we're going to look for is the octopus. How many legs does an octopus have? Very nice, very nice. I hope you said 8. If you did not say 8, that is not very nice. But you know what? In this picture of this octopus, it does not have 8 legs. So maybe I'm wrong. Morning teacher was wrong. I'm sorry. This octopus has 6 legs. Interestingly. I don't know why. But let's go to the next one. The next one. This a day keeps the doctor away. What is this fruit? I'm actually allergic to this fruit. I cannot eat this fruit. It is called an apple. Apple. It is an apple. The red apple. Where is the red apple? Right here. So go ahead and circle that. And the last one is going to be tree. It is a tree. I hope you said tree. It's not broccoli. I promise. It's tree. So this one is not so hidden. It's very out in the open. But let's spell it out. So book. What does the letter book start with? It sounds like banana, bear, and book. So it's going to start with the letter B. Very good. So on top, you're going to write. You can cut these out and glue it on top of the pictures, or you can write it out like me. I'm going to put the letter B on top. The next one is going to be our 6-legged octopus. Octopus. So what letter is that sound? Some hints. It's going to be orange. Oscar. That's a name. Oh my God. I cannot think of any I said the answer. Words. So the sound is going to start with the letter O. That was terrible, everybody. I'm sorry about that. The next one. I'm not gonna say the answer this time, but this one's pretty easy, right? Ah, ah, ah. What letter gives off that sound? Ant. Ah, ah. I can't think of any words again. And animal. There we go. Achoo. Technically, it's correct. So it's going to be the letter A. Very good. Very, very good. But for Wadi teacher, very not good. Oh dear. I need to think of these words more quickly, right? And the last letter that we are looking for, what does the letter tree start with? Now, within the word tree, it's going to be a little bit hard, so I will give you the sound of the actual letter. The letter sounds like t, 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 t. And we all know this letter makes the t, t, t sound. So what letter is t, t, t? The letter T. Very nice. So let's spell it all together. It's going to be B-O-A-T. And B-O-A-T, if we put it together, what word does that make? It makes the word boat. Very nice. Good job. Let's go on to the next page. I spy. So we're going to count the number of each item and fill in the graph. I know you can do this, but I will help you out with one of them. And the one that I'm going to help you out with is going to be the first one, which is a scooter or a motorbike. And so go ahead, let's count it. Let's circle it as we count. So how many do you see? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I see 6 motorbikes. So what I'm going to do is get my highlighter, color pencil, marker, crayon, whatever you have. I was wrong, by the way, so let's rewind. We have 7 motorbike. Yes. When you become old, like Wani teacher, even though you wear glasses, sometimes you can't see. Thank you for understanding. So what you're going to do is get your marker, your color pencil, your crayon, whatever you have, and you are going to color the boxes. That is not an highlighter. I'm going to use the color yellow, and you're going to color in the boxes. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's very not neat. Let's make it neat. This is not neat either. But we have 7 motorbikes, motorcycles, scooters. So you're going to color up to box number 7. You can fill the whole box with color, or you can just scribble along like me. I will help you with one more. We're going to look for how many cars. So I spy with my little eyes. How many cars can you see? So once again, we're going to circle as we count. I'm going to erase the ones with the motorbike. So here we go. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So far we have 3 cars. So here we go. Keep going. 4, 5, 6. Are you sure? Yes, there are 6 cars. So for the second row, once again, you're going to get a different one. I'm going to use the color blue. Get my highlighter, and I'm going to color it to box number 6. Very nice. And go ahead. I spy with my little eyes. How many airplanes can you see, and how many boats or ships can you see? Go ahead and do that by yourself. On to the next page, we are going to figure out our patterns. We're going to figure out our patterns. So, first one, we have a white airplane, red, white airplane. And the next one, we have a yellow airplane. And finally, we do not know what third airplane comes. So let's go on to the fourth one. Once again, we have the red, white airplane, and then we have the yellow airplane. And over here, our last airplane, we see that it is blue. So what is going to go into our empty box? This one is going to be the answer for right here. Why is the highlighter on? The pen should be on. Or actually, I'm just going to get my line. It should go right here. Very nice. That will complete the pattern. Let's go on to the next one. We have, so this is a truck that keeps rolling the cement. So this is called the cement truck. We have a cement truck. And earlier I told you what this truck is. What truck is this called? This is a garbage truck. So we have cement truck, a garbage truck, and a school bus for some reason. And school bus once again. So cement truck, garbage truck, school bus, cement truck, garbage truck, and school bus, and school bus. And the pattern goes on and on and on and on, right? So here, looks like we're going to have to work backwards for this one. This one can be a little bit tricky. So we have the blue ship. Here, I'll get my spotlight. Blue ship, dark blue ship, and a sailboat. Right? So that's the order we're going to go with. We're going to do 2 light blues, 1 dark blue, and a sailboat. So what's going to go here? We're going to need 1 more blue ship, the light blue ship. So it's going to be this one. So you're going to glue that one up on top. All right. So next one. What is this pattern? So once again, let's work backwards. We have a car. Is that going to be police car? Let's say that's a police car. We have police car, ambulance, police car, taxi, police car, ambulance. So go ahead and cut that out and glue that on. And finally, we have train, motorbike, bicycle. We skip one, train, and motorbike. So what do you think it's going to be? I think we're going to need 1 more bicycle. So go ahead and cut this out and glue it onto here. And that completes our pattern. Let's go on to the next page. Let's look at our transportation rhymes. All right. So we're going to sound it out. The first word we have is goat. Can you say goat? Goat. So we have goat. And this is oat. So make this sound. So put it together. What is that going to be? That's going to be moat. So we have goat, moat. So what does that rhyme with? It rhymes with the form of transportation that goes on top of water. And it starts with the b sound. So it's going to be goat, moat, and boat. Very nice, very nice. It's going to be boat. So let's go on to the next word we're going to be reading. So remember what I told you about this one? The A and E makes the ain sound. So, and what sound does the letter C make? It makes the k sound, right? So can we put k and ain together? And how would you read that? That is going to be cane. That would be cane. Very nice. So we have cane. Now take that k sound out and replace it with the V sound, the V sound. That's your big hint there, the V. So we know that A-N-E is ain. We put the V sound on front. It's going to be vein, vein. So we have cane, vein, and it rhymes with the form of transportation that is up high in the sky. And the answer is plane, airplane. Cane, vein rhymes with plane. Yes, very nice. Excuse me. Moving on. The next one, the I-K-E makes the Ike sound. Can you say Ike? One more time, Ike. And now we're going to add our letters up front. So we have the hike, hike, hike. And then if we take the sound out and we put the L sound, like. Good. So we have hike, like, and it rhymes with the form of transportation so long that we ride at the park or the playground. Sometimes you could ride this to school. Probably not at your age, not yet. But what would be? It starts with a B. It's going to be bike, which is short for bicycle, right? Good job. Let's go here. So the AR makes the R sound. Can you say R? R. What sound does the letter F make? Can you make the sound of the letter F? F. F. That's your hint. So we have R. If we put it together, it's going to be far. Very good. What sound does the letter S make? And what sound does the letter T make? Let's put the ST together first. So that's going to be, and with the AR, it's going to be star, star. So far and star rhymes with the form of transportation that goes on top of the road, which is car. Very nice. It is car. The next one, what happens? What is the weather like when water is falling from the sky? It is rainy. So this first word is going to be rain. Rain. R-A-I-N is the word rain. Very good. And the next word is, so this one's a bit more tricky, but the CH, so C makes the K and the H makes the sound, right? But CH put together is going to make the ch sound. Can you make the ch sound? Ch. Very nice. So ch, ain, chain. We have rain, chain, and it rhymes with the form of transportation that goes on the tracks of the railroad called train. Very nice. It is called train. It rhymes with train, and those are our transportation rhymes. Good job. Going on to the next one. This one you are going to do by yourself, but I'm going to tell you the locations of each. So the first one is here. I'm going to have to zoom in. Whoop. All right, so the first image shows huge satellites pointing toward the air, right? So this is the port, this is the stop, and this is the location needed for any form of transportation that goes up in the air. So like helicopters, airplanes, things like that, right? So you are going to follow the maze and try to connect it to something in the sky, probably, right? Something like a airplane. Yes, correct. It's going to be something like an airplane. The next one we have is, do you see, we have a big time, and this location is probably going to be a stop for buses. So yes, it's going to be a big, wide, big old bus stop. So, or some trains, but I think we're going to go with bus for this one, because within our three forms of transportation, form of transportation, we see a bus. So when you follow the bus, and when it lands on one of the three empty boxes, you are going to connect this one to the bus. This last picture is going to be for Do you know? It's the last one remaining. Yes, it's going to be for boats and ships. So this is like a cargo port. Um, a big word that you don't need to know yet, but it's a stop for where we place big things onto boats and ships. So as we have it right here, you're going to follow the maze and you're going to connect it to that picture. Let's go on to the next page. Transportation. So the past and now. What does the past mean? The easiest way to understand past is going to be long, long time ago. It is from long, long time ago. No, not from my age. Way further than that, I think. I hope. I'm not that old. I hope not. All right, so let's look at it now. I zoomed in too much. So the first one. Do you know what this is called with the horse and the thing behind the horse? So this one we call a carriage. Have you seen a carriage before? Probably not, to be honest, because there aren't much of these in Korea, and we are seeing less of these out in America and many different countries as well. Unless you're in the deep, deep countryside, you're probably not going to see this. But this is called a carriage. Yes, a horse carriage. So, and this was a big form of transportation in the past because we don't see it now, right? Yeah, it's hard to see these now. And the next one, this one we see a lot of, right? Your mom or dad probably has one too. I have one as well. And we drive it around. We see it quite often outside. Yes. And this is called a car. Yes. And this is of now because we see it everywhere all the time when we go outside. The next one is a big old ship. It is a big old ship, big old boat. And we still see this now at the current time where we are. You've seen it before, right? And the next one is it's it's a panel, a flat panel of sticks. Do you know what this is for? You probably don't, but I hope you can make a big wild guess. So this long time ago, long time ago was something that we got on water. Yes, it was like it was a very early form of a boat, sort of. It wasn't very effective. Therefore, it was from a long, long time ago. So we're going to put this in the past. Let's work with the airplane. We still have airplanes. Sometimes you see it up in the sky as it flies by your neighborhood, right? So the airplane goes into now. Do we ride around horses? I mean, do we ride horses to go around town? I don't think so. Definitely not in Korea, and definitely not where I'm from in America as well. So we went around with horses long, long time ago in the past. And finally, we have this. This is mostly called a tram. It's like a train bus combined. And we see a lot of these things within the cities. And I saw this when I traveled to Europe. So yes, it is still here now. This is not a long time ago. This is of now. Very good. Let's go on to the next page. Transportation map. So you're probably going to do this with your mom or dad or your brother or sister, or you can try it out watching along the video. But what you're going to do, you're going to cut all of these smiley faces out. And how many seats do we have in total? How many empty seats do we see? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa. Zoomed in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 empty seats. So if I ask, we need 3 yellow smiley faces and then 3 blue faces, then how many seats are taken? 3 yellow faces and glue it onto the plane, and 3 blue faces, glue it onto the plane. How many seats are taken? 6, right? Because there are 3 yellow, 3 blue. Together, it's going to be 6. So how many empty seats are there left? So we have 6 seats gone because there are 3 yellow faces, 3 blue faces gone. How many? How many seats are left? How many more seats can be taken? The answer is going to be 4, right? Because 6 are taken. And so 6 plus 4 would equal 10. So 10 of 10, if we take away 6, 4 is going to be left. So you're going to work on your math along with those, like that. You're going to work on your math like that. Let's go on to the next page. Here we are going to cut out our shapes and glue it on to make an image. You probably know what it is, but go ahead and try the puzzle out. What kind of shapes do you see on here? Well, the big pretty one I see is a heart, a pink heart. I see some yellow triangles. What do you see? And what color? Red triangles, red squares, a long yellow rectangle, a yellow star, uh, and half of a square, not half of a circle, not a square, half of a circle. There are squares. I see some circles, some squares, some ovals, a diamond, and a pentagon, right? Would it be a hexagon? It's one of those. It's one of those shapes. All right, so go ahead and cut those out and make that image. And here are your sight words of ride and car, and you are going to read and practice this with your mom and her dad. And that ends transportation. Good job, everybody. And here are some extra pieces.